Alright, so today I'll be showing you guys 20 different ways on how to block Reinhardt's ultimate ability, Earth Shatter. So let's get right into it. The first way is by using Ramondra's shield, which will block the whole Earth Shatter and no one behind will be affected. The second way is by using Reinhardt's shield, which will block all the damage coming behind from it, which is really good. Another way to block Reinhardt's ultimate is by using Sigma's shield, which is the same thing as the other shields, which is pretty good. Another shield you can use to block Reinhardt's ultimate is with Winston's shield, which is going to do the same thing as the other shields, but it's just a bigger radius. You can also use Zarya's shield bubble, which will do the same thing as the other ones, but it will leave a little bit behind. And you can also put the shield on other teammates, which is pretty effective. Next up, you can use Mei's wall and her ice block to block the ability, and you can just put it in front of him and nothing will come behind it, which is pretty good. And then with the ice block you can just stand in front of him, and if he earth shatters he will block the entire team and it will protect everyone, which is pretty good, but it's just really hard to time. Another shield you can use to block the ability is with Brigitte's shield. There will be some spots behind that will be earth shattered, but you will protect the most of the area. Next up we have Orisa, and for Orisa you have to activate her stealth ability, or what it's called, that makes you gold, and when you stand in front of him you will take like a lot less damage, and yeah, you won't get knocked, so it's pretty good, but it won't actually protect your whole team behind, so be careful with that. Next up we have Echo, and for Echo you can use her ultimate ability to get another hero which has a shield, and right now I'm using Reinhardt. And with Reinhardt you can just use his shield as I showed you guys before. Symmetra can also block his ability by using her ultimate, and he won't be able to ult through that, which is pretty big. Zenyatta cannot block the ability, but it's the same thing as Orisa. He can just stand in front of it and he won't be affected, but his whole team will be affected, which is a bad thing, but it protects you, so it's pretty good. Next up we have Kiriko, and for Kiriko you just have to put out her Suzu and you'll basically protect your whole team. Like he won't affect you if you use your Suzu on your whole team, which is pretty good. Next up is Doomfist, and Doomfist will actually be affected, like he will be knocked back or he will be stunned, but he will get his fist charged and he won't take as much damage when he blocks. Let's move on to the stuns that will cancel his ability. First up we have Doomfist, and for Doomfist you just have to charge into him while he is ulting, and you have to time it pretty perfectly. The next hero that can cancel his ability by stunning him is Orisa, and you just have to throw her spear at Reinhardt and he will be cancelled. Next up we have Reinhardt, and same thing for him, you just have to charge into him while he's ulting and you will cancel his ability. But in this video I didn't get to be able to like charge into him perfectly because I have to activate his ult and everything, and it just doesn't work, so yeah, you will be able to charge into him, I just couldn't do it right here. Same thing as for Roadhog, you just have to hook him while he's ulting and you will cancel his ult. Next up we have Sigma, and for Sigma you just have to throw his rock at him while he's ulting, and you just have to time this pretty perfectly because the rock is going pretty slow, and yeah, it's just pretty hard to time with Sigma, but it does work. For Annie you'll have to throw her sleep dart at Reinhardt while he's ulting and it will be cancelled, the same thing as all the other stun abilities. And finally we have Sombra, and for Sombra you'll need to hack her or use her ultimate at him while he's ulting, and this has to be pretty perfectly timed, so be careful with that. let's wrap up the video right here. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to leave some video ideas in the comments, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!